Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video I'm back with another account review. I believe this is episode 26. There's been too many, I can't keep count, so I hope you guys are excited for today. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, it's going to get started. Hey guys, so I might actually get this video out today on the 20th if I can, but anyways, if I don't upload the day after, it's because I am actually sick. Now the thing is, I've been coughing here and there, but I think it's actually gonna get worse by tomorrow, so let's just hope it doesn't. But if it does, then unfortunately no video tomorrow, but we'll have to see. I might actually just do it even if I'm sick. I just have to like edit the video a little more basically. But anyways guys, if you guys want me to review your account, give you guys some feedback on your setup for PvP, like defense or attack team, or even just an overall like island layout and everything else, like how to make more gold and all that good stuff, what to focus on, what monsters to rank up, then I need you guys to go ahead and head over to the comments down below, type in your team name and also your profile. So for me it would be Monster Gaming Skyline Team. Make sure to say Team Skyline, and then if you need to leave any other comments with it, go ahead and do so. You can either do that, or if you want to double your chances, what I would recommend doing is joining my Discord server. Head over to the link in the description down below, join my Discord server. We almost have like almost 9,000 members, so go ahead and join it if you haven't already, and head over down here to the MG account review. What I need you guys to do is post a screenshot of your profile right here to have a chance for me to review your accounts. That's all you have to do. But anyways guys, we have the first person here to go ahead and take a look at, and that is Tinus. Tinus. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Now this player went ahead and actually left a little bit of a comment here saying that greatly appreciate general tips and some recommendation action for defense, like defense and attack. Okay, so defense team and attack team. Okay, I see what's up. Anyways, I see that you're using still the same exact setup that oh, actually you switched out K911 for, but you originally had the light attacker, or the light damage booster, sorry, the light supporter. That's what you had originally, which is, let me see if I can actually find it. It's actually not in your profile, but it's that one light support monster that gives like triple damage and stuff. Now in the screenshot you posted, you have it at 115. This monster is at 126, so obviously you use a 126 monster. This is a galactic. The other monster is obviously from Abyssal, but in terms of stat wise it doesn't make much difference. It does, but not really. You know, that one's a 115, this one's 126. Now if it was vice versa, then obviously I would have told you to go with the other. But anyways, this monster is amazing still. I feel like it could definitely carry you on PvP. One thing though is you don't really need Dreams Mask. What I would do is I would switch this out with Torbox's Mask, and then the Stim Pack, try to work on Carador's Horn. If you could get Carador's Horn, trust me, that talent makes a huge difference. This 132 will probably bump up to like 170 or 190. Definitely, trust me. That Carador's Horn makes a huge difference. Now I do want to see what you're actually running here in terms of speed. So you have 20,900, 22,000. So that's actually not bad. Although what I would suggest is try to make it as close as possible. Like try to even bump down that 22k to like maybe either 21k or yeah, around 21k if you can. So try to get it as close as possible to that speed. So this monster takes in the first turn, then it's just Injustice, and then obviously it's your tank. Now this tank doesn't need no, like he doesn't really need two life runes. What I would suggest is switching out this level 6 with like a team speed. You know what I mean? If you have, you know, team speed mutated with life, then that's even better. But anyways, so I do want to see what you're actually running here on this monster. Now if you can actually switch this out with this one, I think it's PolarX armor. Yep, go with PolarX armor, and given a sword like for example one of the ancestral swords, trust me, this monster it's gonna make a big difference. Relics do make a big difference. Defense team on the other hand, you're running Ural on the other hand. You don't really need 2 life like I said, and then triple strength. Yeah, I don't know, that monster's super slow. I feel like 20k compared to 11k, yeah, that is super slow. So I would suggest switching out one of this to like a team speed if you can, or something. That's why your defense has been losing so much. I want to see what else you actually you have that you can actually use. Now let me see. Honestly there isn't really much except maybe Sorceress. Sorceress is good, but I want to see if there's a better attacker than Serpentix. Honestly, I don't really see anybody. Bandolero, no, I would go with Serpentix honestly because of the Pierce. I know the stats are like better, but I do like the fact that this monster has Pierce still. So see if you can actually try to get Grafina Iron Wings or another like attacker that's more up to date. Try to work on one of those and make sure like they have some fancy stuff like maybe dodge area or Pierce. Like Grafania, like I said, Grafania would be nice if you can get that. But the monsters you should focus on here would be, let me see. So continue working on Just and Justice for sure. I wouldn't, nope. Let me skip. Maybe Superfume. You know, you can use Superfume with Just and Justice. That's a maybe. This monster is not bad, but you have better monsters, obviously. But you do need a solid attacker. So what I would suggest is try to see if you could find a more up-to-date attacker. If you have like a 140 or 150 Voltic Redeemed, I would actually use a Voltic Redeemed over this monster if it's 140 or 150 because it needs to have that evasion at least. And then let me see, continue working on Scout Goal obviously, and Sorceress. That's about it. And Flame Guard. Yeah, let's not forget Flame Guard. Taking a look at your main island, it looks like you're actually kind of like working on a lot of mythic habitats. I see that you already have one mythic habitat full of monsters, and then you recently just built these ones and basically you're working on them. Now that's actually good. I'm pretty sure you originally had either legendary habitats or something else, and now you're kind of replacing them with mythic habitats. I believe that's the story. So that's good. You're in a good route. Now the only issue here I see is that you've got to split this main island into either 2 or 3 elements, or maybe 4 elements max. For your level, 4 elements is okay for now. So you can you see, so this is how I see the island. You see the island is like kind of like a square shape. You see this island? Square shape, right? So what I would suggest is split it like this. You see this right here? Split it in the middle and then split this right here, another middle. So you have 1 here, another here, 3, and then 4. And then what I would suggest is basically going with those elements if you want to do 4 elements. If you want to do 2, split it in the middle. One side would be 1 element, the other side would be other. I see that you have a lot of earth monsters already placed here, so you can keep one side earth. The other side could be like fire, dark, whatever it is. So that's what I would suggest doing. Now here you have a lot of water monsters I see. There is a fire element. You should probably get that out of there. Also I see Ingwe, which is earth monster, unspeakable light, you know what I mean? Those little stuff, you want to go ahead and move them where they belong. And also this is all out of the place. It's just that's something that I would actually recommend working on. It's just like the elements are all over the place, you know what I mean? You want to keep them together. Now here, what I don't understand is you have, wait, hold on a second. I believe, hold on. So there's only 2 metal elements in here, if I'm not mistaken, right? Swift Daga, which is nature and metal, I believe, and then that rabbit monster, right? That's it. Wait, actually no, I don't know about that. This guy right here, I think he's metal and nature. That's about it. Then you have all these nature monsters. So, well, except I think Fragbot is actually part of metal, so that makes sense. But like 4 of these boosts, while you have some other, I believe I actually noticed some other like metal monsters like Sloth, for example, or Juggernail. Those metal monsters, you want to keep them in here. So get rid of the nature monsters. Yeah, you can keep them in here in these 2 habitats, but like honestly, this little island, I've never seen anybody do this before, where they actually split this into 2 elements. Like this, I feel like the gold boosts are actually going to waste. Only 2 habitats per 4 gold boosts is insane to me. I've never seen that before. But anyways, let's see what else we have here. So we have thunder monsters. Now this is actually more like it. I do like what you have here, obviously, so that's not bad. But like I said, just make those little improvements. We got fire monsters, so yeah, this is not bad. Obviously your food farms is all over the place, man. I don't know about that. Yeah, hey Cherry, if you're watching this, what I would suggest is using this island right here, either this one or this island. I'd probably do this one actually. Move all your food farms in here, have them all together here, and move these 3 either in here or another island, you know what I mean? So, and the decorations, I mean, you can keep them if you want, but usually they're just like waste of space, you know what I mean? So anyways, what I would suggest, another thing is okay, so you can keep these here if you want, yeah, but okay, I'm glad you're taking actually the space here, having all those 3 there. This food farm, once you move it, but in 2, at least 2, that's how much you can actually fit. About 2 or 3, I believe, of the, whatchamacallit? The temples. So you can probably move these 2 temples in there, you know what I mean, if you want, or just keep it the way it is. Or you could probably move the monster vault there, you know what I mean, and have another, something else in there, you know what I mean. But anyways, guys, so that's pretty much it with this island, I would say, except, this is actually good. Your rune building is actually good, and I'm glad you have these 3 unlocked. Make sure to max out this first, this second, and then this third. Next player we have is King, and this player went ahead and wrote a message saying, "Hey MG, love you from Bangladesh." Okay, much love. Brother, please review my account. I need some tips for reaching legendary 1 and the upcoming bounty hunt. What monster should I rank up? Please give me some tips. All right, so first of all, thank you for submitting. Let's see what we actually got here, okay, to work with. First of all, now reaching legendary 1, it is a little bit difficult, I would say, depending on what setup you're actually using. So here for your attack team, you're using this monster, which I would not recommend at all. Joltline is someone you don't want to use at all. This is good. Just and Justice, keep that in there. Flame Guard is also good. Again, with Flame Guard, I would suggest only running 1 life and run another 2 team speed on the side. The runes here are okay. I'm glad. Oh, this is also awesome. The fact that you have area light weakness. I don't even have that yet. But these 2 monsters are actually amazing. It's just Joltline that's kind of slowing you down. So what I would suggest is, you know, swapping this monster out. Now, it is nice that I understand this monster has like some damage boost and stuff like that. But if you do have Albinasa, which I would highly recommend investing in. If you don't have Albinasa, try to obtain it. It actually comes around Treasure Cave, have at least 150 gems, and you could probably gamble it and get yourself a rank 3 for sure. And then that attack team will 100% guarantee you a legendary 1 for sure. That's how I got it. For your defense team, on the other hand, you have Sorceress, which is actually not bad. But who is your attacker? That's the thing. Is Slob your attacker? Is that supposed... you're not even running Slob as an attacker. So with Slob, I would do 1 life and 2 team speed, or you can keep the 2 life, but make sure to run another team speed. So probably unlock that rune, I would suggest. And this monster is so fast. So I see... yeah, so that's the thing though. Like, let me see the speed. 21.9, 30k. Yeah, so that's the issue. You know what I mean? That's another issue. How fast the Sorceress is, you know, versus just your other Divine. Now with Sorceress, it's an excellent monster. The only downside is that the monster doesn't have any PER skills. It does have, I believe, removing evasion, which is nice, but in the most part, you're going to be going up against Sky Cold or another Megataunt, climbing up PvP, you know what I mean, getting to Legendary 1. You're going to be going up against Megataunt monsters, and this monster, what is it going to do? Just deny the Megataunt? Come on, you know what I mean? At least make this monster faster. If you can invest in Euro the Divine, now I understand it's actually a lot more difficult now because they did get rid of the rank of survival dungeons, so that's like the biggest downside. I would suggest working on this monster if you can, or at least swap out these runes and try to get at least level 9 or 10 runes, and that will definitely bump up the speed even more. And then with Sorceress, if this monster is still super fast, you can run like 2 speed and 1 team speed, or you could just nerf the 1 of the speed and make it like, for example, 2 of these level 8s with like a level 5 or 4. As long as you get the speed below Ural, because Ural does have a PR right here. The Eternal Nimbus, if you can PR in the beginning and then Sorceress gets a turn in and goes crazy, then that's good. But Sorceress getting the first turn is not really that good, you know what I mean? Megataunt will be the biggest counter for your setup there. Anyways, the monsters you should invest in here would be Just and Justice. Get that to 150 if you can. And then what I would do, I would continue working on this 130 Flame Guard. 130 Sorceress for sure, get that ranked up as well. This Prismatic Pandatone is not bad if you want to invest in it. Also, this monster is actually amazing. Ion V2. Now, I see that you have Ion V2 and I don't understand why you're not using Ion V2. Like, let me see, hold on. Your Joltline is at 120. Are you kidding me? No. You have a 120 Joltline and you have a 130 Ion V2. Why aren't you using the Ion V2? Come on. This monster gives you a random hater. Now you can probably land a really good hater, plus this monster comes with some really good damage boost. Like the double damage, you also get a triple damage. Come on, like, dude, you're missing out. What I would do if I were you, I would run Ion V2 instead of Joltline. Swap out the runes. You don't want to use this monster. The monster is not horrible, but for PvP it's not the best suit. Obviously, I would suggest using this monster. Go ahead and unlock the other 2 runes if you have to. Get rid of this level 5 and basically give it the best runes you can and make it make the speed as close as possible to this. So if you're going to keep this 28.7k, what I would suggest is making Ion V2 have at least 29k or as close as possible, so that Ion is taking the first turn basically. And trust me, it's going to make the biggest difference. Obviously continue investing in this, and that's pretty much it. Now this melee knot won't be bad if you want to use it for Colosseum, but that's a different and I know you wanted me to mainly focus on your setup and also give you a good bounty hunt monster to invest in as well. Now when it comes down to bounty hunts, unfortunately most of the bounty hunt monsters got nerfed. You guys know Gekon, Don Canine, those monsters got nerfed. So but there is actually still one other monster that you can actually invest in, and that is a Dark Element, which you're actually missing it. That monster is the one and only Kinecro. You can continue going for it if you can. Get yourself this monster. It might come around in a treasure cave, and you could probably get a 130 out of there. So that would be a decent monster, a good free-to-play monster. Or for the most part, unfortunately, bounty hunt. What it is with bounty hunt is it's kind of pay to win, so you have to basically invest in the monster itself, like the bounty hunt killer, because that's what's going to be dealing the most damage. So either that or whatever element you got that is actually the most strongest against the bounty hunt fugitive. So the bounty hunt League 8 fugitive is like, let's say earth monster, you want to use a dark monster like Dragbite, Kinecro, or whatever other attacker you have. If it is fire element, obviously use the most strongest water monster that you have or whatever. So that's what I would suggest. But anyways, let's see what you have here on your island. You're using fire monsters here. You split it with the dark elements as well. This is not bad. You can keep it the way it is. Also, these legendary habitats, I would actually get rid of them. I don't understand why you're actually either leveling it up or building it. I wouldn't really suggest that. Go ahead and put these into your storage. Actually, you're level 96. What I would suggest doing is getting rid of these two, putting them somewhere else. Like, for example, put them here. And then put those mythic habitats around here and try to fill this up with mythic habitats instead of legendary, and continue investing or growing your fire or dark monsters, because again, mythic monsters make more gold than legendaries, you know what I mean? So that's what I would suggest doing. If you want more gold, I would suggest swapping these out with mythic habitats. In terms of your runes, you're actually doing good. Level 11 rune building for your level is actually pretty good, so that's something that I see that's actually good. Now your earth monsters here, this is actually good. Yeah, this is a good setup. You know what I mean? You've got this going. I'm glad you have these 3 unlocked. Try to see if you could get those at 3 stars. You have your light monsters, obviously. So this is pretty good. Yeah, you're doing pretty good there. And then magic monsters. Okay, so this is not bad. Yeah, this is not bad at all. I actually like this. Obviously, try to work on these and try to replace them with mythic habitats later on down the path. And then you've got your water monsters. Nice. Yeah, for the most part, it's not bad. Except this island. I don't know what's going on with this island. Also, what I noticed is your food farms are all over the place. You know what I mean? I would have them right here if I were you. Keep them all in here, you know what I mean? Have it organized. And then metal monsters. Okay, so for the most part, you're good. You're doing pretty good. Yeah, you're in the right path. It's just those little mistakes and errors that I see, that I pointed out. I would recommend working on those. Next player that we have is PolarX. Now, this player has been like going crazy over the fact that he wants me to basically review his account. So we got it today, all right? So it says he went ahead and said, hello, it is I, Monster Gaming. This is when you reviewed my account, and now currently I know L Defense, I gained 28.5k MP added boost and Sorted Islands as well by Element, as you said. Thank you so much. This is an update. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this player went ahead and did here. So this is where I reviewed his account. As you guys can see, this was during a stream, I see. So he had a pretty interesting attack team, 2 attackers. This was before they nerfed Baba Bashir, obviously. So I hope he kind of went ahead and, you know, worked on his monsters here. What do we have here? So I can barely see that, man. What the heck? All right, nature monsters on the other hand. Okay, let me see what your you got the new Geneza monster. Nice. Okay, and then you got these monsters you worked on. Nice. So let's see what we have here. Now, unfortunately, I can't really see the PvP offense and attack team anymore, because I believe this monster actually has access to the new PvP system. So yeah, we can't even see the trophies or the setup, obviously. But anyway, 78 KMP at level 90. Yeah, let's see what we have here. So you have a 150 maxed out Justin, which is actually amazing. I like this. Now, this player's personally running the triple damage with evasion. I personally wouldn't do it if I were you, but if you'd like it, keep it, because I normally run this monster with Albinasa, which is the best pair up you can do right now. Basically, Albinasa's AoE damage boost. I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but it's been in the game for the past month or 2. Basically, when that monster uses that, this monster gets his awakening straight away, first turn, which is pretty OP in my opinion, because when you use Divine Justice, you gain control over the whole battle, unless you're going up against a monster with Caradore's Horn, or for example, the Flying Bird monster, the Ancestral. That monster's trade basically kind of counters it, but for the most part, you're pretty good, you know what I mean? This monster has, it's 134 with level 10s, pretty good. And then you have the Raid Skin monster, Triple Axe, just like that. Oh my gosh, on a 115. Interesting. What I would suggest is, since you have those, you might as well go ahead and get it to at least rank 4 or 5. So you have the taunts, you know what I mean? But you're running it as an attacker, it seems like, so that's up to you. But anyways, I'm glad you have this monster maxed out. That's really good. This monster is the second monster you should be focusing on for sure. So since you already have that maxed out, this is your next monster. This is the next ancestral you should be getting cells for and try to actually max it out. Now, another monster I see that you have is Grifania Iron Wings. Instead of Raid Skin, I personally would recommend running Grifania. Try to get the cells for Grifania and try to max this monster out, because this monster is amazing, especially even against Just and Justice, his awakening, because when this monster having that trade protection basically just kind of blocks or counters his awakening, which is really good. So that monster is pretty good, and overall it's a pretty good attacker, so definitely would recommend maxing that out. So this should be your first monster you should focus on, then Grifania, then Bashir, and then you can choose between Ted and Tideborn or Raid Skin. Since you have Raid Skin already at 115, you might as well continue working on it then. But let's see what else we have here. Super Fume would be decent option to work on. And Albanasa, you might as well get it to 150 at this point. You already have it at 148. Try to get it to 150 if you can. And then you have 140 Sorceress. You might as well go ahead and max that out as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at your island. Now, I went ahead and waited a little bit to let this player's island kind of load in, but this is the most I get, all these monsters. I'm assuming these are all empty, so you have a lot of space to work with. I'm assuming you're working on it right now, right? Like you've got to start working on this. If this is the way you just kept it for the past, I don't know how long, then I'd recommend working on it. But if maybe you're working on it right now, then what I would suggest is, for your level, either split it into 2 or 4. You know what I mean? Like, again, this is a square, right? Split it into 2 like this, and then fit 4 different elements. So you have fire monsters, for example, mixed with magic, light. I don't understand this. So you have a lot of gold that you're actually missing out on right now. Like, if I were you, I would actually take advantage of the main island. Your main island is the best island that will make you the most gold, in my opinion. So this right here, you're missing out on a lot of gold, I would say. These monsters, you don't really need them, to be honest, except breeding events. That's really it. Maybe Colosseum, and that's about it. You know what I mean? But what I would suggest is putting all these monsters in your monster vault and replacing, like, just either sell or store all these habitats in your storage, and then start placing mythic monsters in here. Mythic monsters are the best. Again, you're wasting space here. What I would suggest is getting rid of all these tiles. You can either purchase more or build more habitat, or like huts, sorry, the builder huts. Either place those in there or place these right here. You're wasting a lot of space here, in my opinion. Now I don't want you to take this in a bad way. Like, I'm trying to help you out. You're actually wasting a lot of space. Like, these temples, like I said, temples, once you get them to level 8 or 7, I think it is, for you to be able to max out your monsters and not having to worry about these temples anymore, they become useless. Seriously, they become useless. So what I would suggest doing is throwing them anywhere that basically is like those small limited spaces. Like, for example, these right here. Just throw them in there, you know what I mean? Because you might as well do it. Like, you're missing out on a lot of gold here. You could be placing like some light monsters or some other elements, mythic habitats and stuff that you could use to make you a lot of gold. You can farm up a lot of gold, but you're missing out on them. Your main island, and this so far not looking good, in my opinion. If you want to keep these here, that's okay, but these temples gotta go, man. The temples gotta go. Now, this island right here is actually not looking bad, in my opinion. This is looking good. Get rid of these, man. Get rid of these little tiles. Seriously, I would get rid of them. You can probably place one of your temples or 2 in here. You know what I mean? But Yeah, for the gold boost, I probably like kind of lay it out like this, 2 in here and then 2 in here, or you could just keep it the way you have it here. That works too. But you could probably place in another temple in here as well. Anyways, these are looking pretty good. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, you know what? This part's looking fine. Now you have some water monsters here. Okay, that's fine too. Some thunder monsters. Okay, so you split this island into thunder and metal. So that's the thing, you know what I mean? You might as well go ahead and use your main island instead of having to split this little island. Like, this island is smaller than you think, trust me. I know it looks big, but this is literally split into like this. This is how small it is, you know what I mean? So what I would suggest is obviously moving this, expanding it, obviously. Like, you have 4 fire. What the heck? Okay, you know what? Guess it's alright because everybody's getting gold from it. But then again, like 4 of them just in the corner like that. Do you not have any other fire monsters? Yeah, you have Rusty Redtail, which is double fire element. Blaster Kong, the fire struck or whatever his name is, the love monster. Even the magic bird. What the heck? It's magic and fire. Oh my gosh. Oh no. What is this? Oh my goodness. Yo, this player just made this island full of ancestrals. Now again, this looks cool and all, but you want to place in those elements together with mythic monsters. So light and light, place them where your light and light monsters are. Where the heck are they even? I can't see. I can't find it. You have your dark monsters here. Where the heck is where's your light monsters? I guess here, but it's only 1 monster. Lightmare, I guess it's right here. I see 4 boosts. Are those boosts? Yeah, you can actually tap on them. Those are boosts. Oh my goodness, that's not looking good. Yeah, I wouldn't put in the 4 boosts right there. That's just, oh, not looking good. The magic boosts are just random in there with just for these 2 ancestrals. You're missing out on a lot of gold. So what I would suggest is actually working on those little things that I kind of pointed out. Your rune temple is actually excellent. I really like that. That's pretty good. These dark monsters, keep them the way it is. This is looking good. Yeah, that's fine. But again, you're missing out on so much gold on this island, this island as well. Let's not forget that. And this right here, these 2, you're missing out on a lot of gold, and possibly even this one. I'm glad you have all these together though. That's good. You can place in 2 or 3 two temples in here. You know what I mean? And probably squeeze 1 in there on that area or somewhere random like this. These little areas. Where the heck is your monster vault? Oh, the monster vault's right here. Yeah, move that somewhere else and take advantage of this space after you get rid of all this. Anyways, guys, so that's pretty much it with PolarX's island. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's Monster Gens account review video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.